G'day frothers. We have something special. I don't know. It's different. I'm not sure if it's going to be special yet, but I decided to take a punt on something very silly, and I got the cheapest rotary hammer on eBay. So let's crack her open. Cool. And instruction manual. That's nice. Sweet. And the main event. Well, actually, check that out. So, Makita clone battery. Oh boy, it does not feel like there's much going on in there. Does it have a capacity? Yeah, 2 amp hour. Okay. Wow. It feels like it's got about a AA inside there. Jeez. All right. How do we charge? Okay, there's a charging point on there. Charger. I'm assuming it's not actually charged, so we'll leave that. Wow. Made this year. How about that? Alright, so main event. Let's check this out. Okay, so they got the depth stop bar on there for shipping. That's a bold move. What the fuck? Wow, okay. So it's pretty nice smelling actually. It's got a really nice incensey kind of smell going on. I actually have a socket set that smells exactly the same. I wonder if they're made from the same factory. Anyway, on you fellas. So it actually feels like an alright. I mean, the weight of it is not too shabby. Like it feels normal. It looks obviously exactly like a Bosch clone. Now, according to the pictures on eBay, this thing actually works without batteries. So let's try it out. Nah, didn't think so. It's literally just a Bosch knockoff. I mean, that's the exact same chuck as on the D handle. This looks like the Bosch depth stop situation. Yeah, amazing. Feels about same. So this is must be 3 mode for the princely sum of $89, I believe, Australian. So dollar it is, and I don't know. It doesn't feel too terrible. No idea what it's like on the inside yet, but apparently it's a 28mm drill. Sure. And cordless rotary hammer. What do we got? Masonry, hammer drilling in brick up to 68mm? What the fuck? Maybe core drill or something. 28. Anyway, bold claim. We will see how that goes. Anyway, it's feeling pretty crap. Hate the grip. Hate this shit going on. Bit of molding flash going on. Stickers aren't really in the right spot. Mode selector, way easier than Milwaukee, always a good sign. Gotta say, not a big fan of that handle, but hey Bosch, other people seem to like it. So, let's check this one out. This is the 18V21. This is the brushless version. It looks like this one. This one is just a knockoff of a older model, but otherwise really similar. Really, really similar. Same, sorry, get rid of this case. Same sort of, well, not exactly the same, but yeah, very similar ribbed top. I'd say somebody sent a industrial espionage agent into the Bosch factory and stolen their plans. It's even got, wow, that little part number engraved on there, or embossed on there. PA6GF35, and this one is a PA6GF30. You see that? How about that? Cheeky fellas. Even flogged that style. Cool. So, superficially exactly the same as Bosch. Yeah, it's an older model. I'll have to check what that is, but I think it's just one of the old brushed tools. It's not a drop motor. It's got the, I don't know, random hollow shit in here, so it'll be the parallel motor, or maybe like an inline motor. But anyway, for some reason, it came with a fake Makita battery rather than a fake Bosch one. 2021 225, so that was made this year as well. Wow, they're selling these things. So I'll give that up a charge and hopefully it doesn't burn the house down. See how it goes later. But for now, I got an actual Makita battery. It supposedly works with them too. In typical Bosch style, the fucking battery doesn't go... Oh, it does. It does go on with the handle. Rough. Rough as guts, that feels. Battery indicator down here. Alright, that's looking better. How does that work? Okay. Interesting. So when you pull the trigger, that comes out. It's got a ringing noise. There's something ringing inside there. That's good. Alright, so it feels terrible. It shakes around. Hang on, I'll compare that to the Bosch. I've never felt a hammer that actually jiggles back and forth when you're just dry firing it like that. Oh boy. So, shit house. Oh fuck, it's loud. I need earplugs just using it like this. But pretty similar. It sounds brushless. Similar sort of sound. Very electronic-y sound. Ugh. Loud and rough. Handle looks like a much cheaper version. It's not rubberized. Cool, what else? Fucking terrible. Stick up a bit in there. Crazy. Anyway, she turns, she hammers. Oh, fuck, it's loud. Well, she's rough as guts, but I guess we'll see if she's tough as guts? Nails. I don't know. Tough as a fucking rotary hammer. Alright, we'll charge the batteries up, and assuming the house doesn't burn down, we will see how that goes outside on some concrete. Alright, so we are back. Did not go well. Actually, did it go well? Did it go badly? It went, I don't know, worse than I expected, but kind of different. Yeah, terrible. Didn't go like I expected at all. I expected it to be bad, which it was, but yeah. Anyway, you'll see. So what I tend to do is when I get a new tool, I'll go down the back, and I've just got some like old rocks and bricks and stuff, and I'll just run through a bunch of drill bits, just testing them in different materials, you know, run through the battery for the first 1 or 2 charges just like that. You get a feel for the tool, you see how it performs, you know, see how it feels. Yeah, and you know, you don't want to be running performance tests on brand new batteries. They say, you know, they're best after about 5 charges or so. So did that. As usual, wasn't that great. I had a little 6mm drill bit, and I started off with this battery, the battery this thing came with. Really struggled, even with a 6mm bit in concrete. Yeah, really struggled. not off to a great start. I also was breaking in another drill, a nice proper DeWalt one. So, you know, just for comparison, that's what that looks like. Yeah, so didn't really work all that well. Obviously this battery feels like there's nothing inside there. So I put in a proper Makita battery. Now, it came pretty good after that. It seemed to work all right. It still felt rough as guts, real heavy, real loud. Not that effective, but you know, pretty good. Yeah, then something like totally unexpected happened. The fucking battery fell out. So, yeah, take a look. Yeah, fuck. So it kind of just rattles off. It doesn't actually engage like with either battery. The one it came with is probably even worse. But with a proper Makita battery, the motor runs all right, but it doesn't actually sit in there fully. Fuck. So yeah, didn't even make it past the break-in stage. I probably wasn't going to actually take this out bolting anyway, because like unless it really surprised me, like the little Aldi one did. But even, you know, I'm not going to bother running it through a whole series of rigorous tests because, I mean, fuck it. If the battery doesn't even stay in, or the battery it comes with doesn't even power it, that's a big old fail. So yeah, other feedback, I mean, yeah, it's really rough, really loud, not very powerful, not that well put together. I mean, you can see this little, kind of surprising having a battery indicator up there. You don't want the battery indicator on the tool anyway. I know a lot of brands do that nowadays, but that thing came off pretty much straight away. Not a real fan of the shape overall, but really we just have Bosch to blame for that. What else? Yeah, switch works nicely. Way better than the Milwaukee one. Look at that. So that's a plus. I don't know. Don't really know what else to say. Just don't buy it. Like it was terrible. So oh God, like it performed so poorly. I kind of feel bad having bought it. Because I've supported this just junk industry. You know, there are people in factories in China or wherever who go to work. Oh my God, this thing's coming off. Who go to work every day and, you know, put together this stuff, and it's just fucking garbage. And yeah, I kind of wish I hadn't actually supported that industry. It's such a waste of resources, such a waste of, you know, people's time and effort. Yeah, I guess now the benefit is you just look up, is Vevor any good? And you'll see this video, and fuck no, it is not. Do not buy this drill. Like, buy this one. Buy this one. Fucking buy this one. The Aldi drill turned out pretty good. Not that much more expensive. And of course you got to wait until Aldi's actually got any, which is always potluck. But, you know, that's actually not a bad little unit. This is terrible. Rough as guts. Hate it. Terrible. Yeah, no good. Do not buy. Maybe I'll do something else with it later on. Maybe crack it open and see what's going on inside. But for now, it's just a big old fail. Do not buy it. All right, so other stuff. Regarding the battery, as always, the tool's performance depends really heavily on the battery. Like, super important. So a proper Makita battery runs at, I don't know, how do we get this in? 18.5 volts. This one that had very little charge in it. Okay, it's actually got more voltage to it. Of course, if we have the polarity correct. It's actually got more voltage. You're right, interesting. But it must have a lot less current because it just hardly moves the drill at all. Actually, why don't we whack you in there, see if it works both ways. It can't. Oh boy, it's struggling. I mean, it's got the light. It's got the light working. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Okay, so in terms of knock off Makita batteries. Don't. Avoid it like the plague. This unholy union of Makita and Bosch is just it's just the plague. Do not touch it. And oh, actually no, that's something. They got the color pretty good. Look at that, teal, not too shabby. Anyway, yeah, that's a big old raspberry from me, and I guess thanks for watching, and I'll scratch you later. I don't know. God.